Subscribe and click the bell icon for television updates.
Story, screenplay, dialogue, acting, good looks, height. What is this multitasking? I mean, don't you think he's like the Farhan Akhtar of the OTT world? You do everything. It's amazing. Tell me, Baba, how? कैसे कर लेते हैं आप?
No, I'm just. I just feel कि एक नहीं चला तो दूसरा तो चल जाएगा मतलब it starts from there कि अरे ये नहीं तो कम से कम ये तो ठीक हो जाए.
Right.
And sometimes it all falls into place.
इनके कुछ ऐसे डर्टी सीक्रेट्स हैं जो हमारी जनता जानना चाहेगी. कुछ आप बता सकती हैं?
ये जनता तो जरूर जानना चाहेगी पर मैं नहीं बताना चाहूंगी.
नहीं, but everybody wants to know. Maanvi, right now.
That's too bad, guys. Can't tell you. This is a family. You can't break this tripling.
देखो नहीं तो फिर सबके सीक्रेट्स है ना फिर.
ऐसे see this is a sibling trait. तू मेरा वो सीक्रेट बोलेगी तो मैं तेरा
भी
वो वाला सीक्रेट बोलूँगा.
I've also been wondering, ये character इतना loved है. Everybody finds a small part of them in whatever you do. How did you prep for this character? What was the mental makeup for this one?
I prepped for the character by being very nervous. First of all, especially in the first season, because first time I read it, I didn't understand this guy. You know, it's very difficult to understand this guy, which is the beauty of Chitwan, the character,
Right.
and what the writers and the creators have come up with.
Right.
So I used to think of myself as a very serious actor. कि
हाँ.
मैं notes बनाऊंगा,
Are you serious?
character sketch बनाऊंगा, है ना कि पहली बार मुझे अच्छा बड़ा रोल मिला है
हाँ.
एक कहानी में. So when I tried to make a character sketch of this person, it was impossible. Because वो एक सीन में कुछ बोलता है तो आपको लगता है ओह इसको मीठा खाना पसंद है. Oh, then the 2 scenes later वो उसका उल्टा बोल देता है.
हाँ.
So it was very difficult in my head to understand कि ये कौन है.
Right.
And that made me very nervous.
हाँ.
Because I thought ये अगर मुझे समझ में ही नहीं आएगा इंसान तो मैं play कैसे करूँगा. And the learning that I had from this character and from my people that I went to कि भाई अभी मैं क्या करूँ.
Right.
Is that कि हर चीज़ लाइफ में समझने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती.
Wow.
So, and you just have to go with the flow, which is what the character is about. Because he doesn't think, he doesn't analyze too much. So you as an actor also learn to not think and calculate and analyze कि मैं ऐसे करूँगा वैसे करूँगा. Just go with the flow.
Right.
So that was my biggest learning and I was very very nervous in the first season. पहला सीजन में बहुत नर्वसनेस में खेलता था. सेकंड सीजन तक था कि हाँ अभी बताओ क्या करना है.
अभी थर्ड सीजन में तो और
अभी
धमाका.
क्या करना है बताओ. हाँ तो यू गॉटन सो कंफर्टेबल कि अब आप आगे बढ़ बढ़ के छक्के मार रहे हो.
All right. Who's most likely to have a little too much fun at parties?
Or
I've
me,
seen
I
you
guess.
have a little too much fun at parties.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Who's most likely to report late to shoot?
I mean, between the three of us.
हाँ.
Yeah.
Yeah. ऐसा नहीं कि वो रेपुटेशन नहीं उनकी कि भाई
of
ऐसा.
course, of course. Among the three,
हाँ.
तो yes.
Who's most likely to go out on a blind date?
Yeah.
No?
I think some of the questions are designed in a way कि वो automatically मेरे पे याद
Okay,
आता है.
this I promise this is not directed towards you, but they asked me to ask this.
No,
Who's
no, no.
most likely to go out on a date with a fan?
I have.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do
It
you
was
want-
awkward, but
What was your opening conversation like? If you would divulge into any.
नहीं ऐसा कुछ. There's no opening line or opening
नहीं,
conversation.
but what
It's all
when the
awkward.
person met you, ऐसा कुछ हुआ conversation में?
No, he
पहली
went
बार
straight
थोड़ी
for the kill.
Hi, hi.
हाँ hi nice to meet you. Sit.
अच्छा.
Just like,
Okay, very nice. Who's most likely to forget birthdays? Like forgetful.
बाबा.
Just generally
अरे
forgetful.
बाबा अभी आप एनिवर्सरी भूलने वाले थे. हाँ बाबा.
Who's most likely to embarrass themselves in public?
No, we don't do that.
We don't
Clearly,
believe in
show
that.
में हो गया है.
Not
We don't
intentionally.
believe
Not
in that.
intentionally. Okay. Who's most likely to laugh at any serious moment?
Maanvi. Yeah, for sure. Especially if you embarrass yourself, she's gonna laugh.
Yes.
If you fall here right now, she will laugh her heart out.
सर ACL सर्जरी हो चुका है और नहीं गिर सकता मैं.
वो हंसेगी फिर भी.
The worse it is for the other person, the more funny.
The better it
will
is
be,
for
yeah.
her.
कॉमेडी में ट्रेजेडी इसको ही बोलते हैं. और नहीं ट्रेजेडी में
Tragedy में comedy.
उल्टा हो गया मेरा.
दूसरों की ट्रेजेडी में.
दूसरों की ट्रेजेडी में. Who's most likely to lie about silly things?
We only lie about big things.
Interesting. And last one, who's most likely not to bathe and come on set?
इस सवाल का क्या है?
यार बहुत बार
आज दिन में 3 बार हम इस बार इसका जवाब दे चुके हैं कि कौन नहाता नहीं है. We don't look clean or what?
कुछ है क्या like?
See, these questions are not from me. The questions are from them.
नहीं but कहाँ है ये? गूगल से मिलते हैं? कहाँ से मिलते हैं?
पता नहीं कहाँ से ढूंढ के लाए.
इन लोगों ने आज ही पूछा है कि कौन नहाता नहीं है.
We are a very hygienic family. Everybody bathes. Some of us bathe twice a day.
Clean, very clean.
Then just to give an answer, I said हाँ hostel में मैं कभी-कभी नहीं नहाता.
No, Baba is very.
कुछ तो बोलना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, 100%. So we've got our answers from them, but we also want to know how well versed are the audience members
उनको
with
पूछो.
season 1, season 2.
कौन नहीं नहाता है हम तीनों में से बताओ. Audience will tell.
Pack up हो गया, आप घर जाते हैं. How do you like say, okay, I'm done with this now. I need to get back to my real life. Like, does that happen? Because I'm not into the acting world, so I don't know how this works.
It happens with like certain characters, but
Okay.
with Chanchal, I feel she's fairly regular, right? She's a regular
Right.
girl. We've seen her before.
Right.
वैसा उसमें कुछ बहुत वो नहीं है कि कुछ चल रहा है दिमाग में जो एकदम ही समझ नहीं आ रहा or anything. She's quite normal. Of course, she has जैसा हर character का होता है, strengths and weaknesses, but so it's not really very hard to get out of.
Okay.
Switch on, switch off easily हो जाता है.
Thank
Plus,
you.
this set is like that. Like the minute we say cut, हम हंसने खेलने लग जाते हैं.
Right.
So, yeah.
मैं हमेशा अपने भाई से जानना चाहता हूँ कि मैं फेवरेट हूँ या मेरी बहन फेवरेट है. कौन है वो कैरेक्टर?
तो इससे जानना चाहते हैं ना
नहीं,
सबसे?
बड़े भाई से. Cause I had the question to Big Brother.
Oh, this is nice. Oh.
He'll assume that
Lethal
that's the
question.
answer for him. वो समझ जाएगा.
हाँ, मैं समझ जाऊँगा. मेरे भाई का भी यही फेवरेट है.
No, see, actually, as Chandan's favorite is Chitwan, which is why he keeps fighting it, and my personal favorite is Maanvi.
Okay, चलो मैं.
How similar are you to the character in real life?
Do you like Chitwan?
Yeah.
I am very similar to.
Because I am very similar to Chatur.
Oh.
That's why.
High five.
Yeah.
You all should hang.
Definitely.
Best memory from like all the seasons, best moment on the set.
Best moment on the set, actually, for me, the best moment was the first day of the first season. Because like Arnab mentioned, itne easily उन्होंने when I narrated the basic idea and he said, bro, we are doing this. So you don't believe it. So I said yeah and I went home and I was like ये बोला है but थोड़ी मतलब ये सच में करेंगे. Because nobody had done that before. And he actually did it. And actually even for the third season, this is exactly how he did. कि we should do another season and then one day I went and I said कि ये दो idea मेरे को लग रहे हैं. What do you
We
think?
said
हाँ,
we do something
Pondicherry.
in Pondicherry. with
Let's
this
do something in Pondicherry on these lines. And he said, bro, let's do this. And we actually, और on हो गया.
You know, we finally see him getting a lot more vulnerable. We see his side coming out in season 3 as we see in the trailer, which was not really explored in season 1. Was it a conscious effort for you? Because now that you're exploring more seasons, go with extra shades, or it just came to you naturally?
No, I mean, he's still crazy. There is no denying that. You can't take away the quirk of Chitwan. But that's what appeals to everyone. What appeals in Chitwan to everyone is not that he's doing funny things, but everyone thinks that at the core of it, he's a genuinely nice person who's kind of funny, who's like just following his heart and he's flowing and doing random things. But at the core of it, he's not an asshole. He's a good soul. You know what I'm saying? And those are the kind of people who are most attractive to us. I mean, I get really attracted to such people, you know, who are all over the place, but when you sit with them and when you really think about them, you feel like, no, they are good people, yeah. You know, and that's the core of him. So even in this season, you do see a little bit of a vulnerable side of him, and it's done consciously, as you said. To just underline the fact that, you know, at the core of him, he's a genuine person.
I think generally, at least, if there is any argument scene, yeah, it definitely sometimes you remember your own sibling. At least that's what happens with me.
I think for every sibling that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
नो ट्रिपलिंग के टाइटल ट्रैक में मदरफकर का ट्रैक नहीं है, वो बीच में आता है. एंड समटाइम्स इन फैमिली ओकेजन्स देयर आर सम मदरफकिंग प्रॉब्लम्स दैट हैपन. सो
Yes, I agree, but
ऑल्सो गाना है मादा फाका, तो आपको जो लगा आपने समझाना.
when we started to make the show, the idea was to not make a family or rather a sibling show which is very sanitized. क्योंकि वो वाले तो बहुत सारे हैं जहाँ पे बस में जाके ABCD गाते हैं सब लोग, वो वाले तो हैं अपने पास जहाँ पे पूजा करके वो उसके ऑप्शंस आपके पास बहुत है, जहाँ पे पूजा में पेड़ा खाते हैं सब लोग. तो ये एक ऐसी फैमिली है जहाँ पे ये लोग मदरफका भी बोल रहे हैं, ये लोग चिल भी कर रहे हैं, साथ में शराब भी पी लेते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी अच्छे लोग हैं, बुरे लोग नहीं हैं, इनके दिल में कोई खोट नहीं है, इनका जीने का तरीका ऐसा है. तो आपको या तो पसंद आता है या नहीं आता है. मतलब जैसे मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. एक बारी मैं किसी होटल में ठहरा था और वहाँ पे ऊपर स्विमिंग पूल था छत पे, तो मैं वहाँ स्विमिंग कर रहा था और मेरे साथ मेरे बहुत सारे को एक्टर्स भी थे, कुछ लड़कियां भी थी, हम सब स्विमिंग कर रहे थे. फिर हम बाहर आए, हमने वहाँ खाना खाया, बियर भी पी. फिर एक सेकंड के लिए मुझे लगा कि यार मैं तो एक फिल्म का विलन लग रहा हूँ, क्योंकि बचपन में जब हम फिल्में देखते थे तो विलन स्विमिंग पूल से निकल के आता था और एक बियर पीता था, पर मैं तो विलन नहीं हूँ, है ना. सो इट्स जस्ट द वे यू परसीव थिंग्स.
Good answer.